Hello. So sorry. Hi. So I found a place to sit. It's a little bench. I'm still in the same park, but I had to kind of like walk back east, even though I didn't really want to, because like west was basically I was on a cliff, so I wasn't gonna keep walking west. But yeah, I didn't like that I was walking east because of trying to keep the symbolic Saturn energy here. But I, just to make sure that I had some of it, I actually walked more backwards. Yeah, even after spotting the bench, I walked backwards even further, just so I can walk back west. And here I am. And yeah, so I found a seat, and here I am. So the nature of Saturdays or Saturn. I I see Saturdays as a day to share knowledge. Very quickly, maybe I'll mention the other couple of days. At least two more days I'll mention. I think Wednesdays are for communication, ruled by Mercury, and so all kinds of communication. We'll maybe go into the types of communication later. And Thursdays are for knowledge, for learning. Yeah, and education, or learn something new every week, every Thursday. If it was Thursday every day, then we'll be learning every day. But it's Saturday every day. So we're going to be sharing knowledge every day. So this little clip is going to be about the nature of Saturday, or Saturn, the ruler of Saturday. It's not the most important thing for us humans. I mean, it is for, like, if you attribute it to the aspect of reality that it is. So if you consider what Saturn is, not as a planet but a aspect of reality, then of course it's very important. It rules like physical reality, so you wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be physical things, or the appearance of separation from my body versus your body, stuff like that. But for most of us humans, currently anyway, I think a lot of people are being more aware of reality, but most others are kind of in some kind of like a frantic reality, or some kind of a reality, like a shallow reality. I don't know, like they're kind of there are people that question things and want to know what we are and where are we and how did all of this come. Some people think those are impossible questions, and other people might just think that it's not important. So there's a lot of different kinds of people, and obviously I love them all. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and explain the nature of Saturn. So Saturn is physical reality, or the aspect of. So when I say Saturn, I mean the aspect of reality, right? So I'm not talking about a planet, really. I'm talking about the Saturn aspect of reality, or you call it the eighth aspect of reality. Maybe in one of these videos in the future, we go over all of the aspects of reality. There's a person jogging here in full black. It's cool. Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, I'm wearing black as well. In the spirit of Saturn. So Saturn rules black. The night, if you want, but it's also other aspects of existence that rules what is night. But Saturday, yeah, more than the night. Well, it might rule night, or night is a physical reality in some sense, but it rules basically the umbrella of physical reality, all of physical reality, and it makes possible for us to experience separation, because how people say, when they meditate, it's pure consciousness, and like you go to a place where everyone's one, or you feel like one with the universe. Well, that's all cool and well, but it's quite cool to also to experience each other, experience ourselves, experience identity, and all these cool human things that we love and we take for granted as reality. But thank you, Saturn, and thank you to that aspect of the universe. And a few more comments maybe on that to just elaborate or to flesh out this piece of knowledge, is that the separation is very important because it gives us duality. It gives us the experience of ourselves, and it also allows us to learn of our true self, which is not Saturn, which would be the all, the one existence, the one. If there's one existence, all together is one. You could call that God. Some people do. But we're all that. we're all of us, even the trees, the plants, and everything. All of this is Saturn, by the way. This bench. It's the aspect of Saturn creates all of this. I'm not the bench. I can only say that because of Saturn. But in all reality, or like the deepest reality, where it's all consciousness, even the bench and even the tree, all of it. So but I don't want to go into consciousness aspect of reality. I don't mind going into it, but it is Saturday. Okay. All right. I think the other part I would like to mention about this is that physical manifest, which is Saturn, it manifests what is like what the cosmos thinks is beauty. So all physical manifestations have beauty in them, and they have a relationship with beauty. The infinite potential which is also another aspect. So it seems that I'm talking about other aspects now. The infinite potential of the universe, like the fact that infinity or anything can happen or anything can exist, or that aspect of reality is what the universe identifies as the most beautiful thing. It's like asking a kid, like, hey, you have 3 wishes from a genie, and it says like, I want to wish for my first wish an infinite number of wishes, and because that's the most beautiful wish, so quite rightly our universe has wished that. So I'm not saying that that's the only way that infinite possibilities came about, but what I am saying is that from the 6th aspect of the universe, which is beauty, comes the 7th aspect, which is infinite potential, infinite possibilities. And so one identifies as the other. And through this forward motion comes the 8th aspect, which is the physical manifest. So the physical manifest is the infinite potential manifesting according to beauty. So again, that is, the physical manifest is the infinite potential manifesting as beauty, I think I said, but it's like beauty manifesting as physical reality. But even non-physical things can be non-physical things can be beautiful too. So beauty is not only related to to physical reality, you know, I think a lot of things are beautiful. I think that nature is beautiful, the nature of the universe. It can manifest. The nature of reality is manifesting into all of these things. Like all the aspects will be part of nature, of existence. It's like if you ask like, oh, what is the nature of existence? Then like you might get an answer is, oh, it's all of these aspects, right? So that one, but guess what? But nature is also an aspect. So it's like one aspect that actually has all of the aspects. And so I think that's quite beautiful. So, and it's definitely not Saturn. I mean, Saturn is beautiful too, but nature is beautiful too. And so I'm talking about all these other aspects as well. Like I said, nature, and I think I said beauty. So nature would be the fourth aspect. So fourth aspect. I talked about the sixth aspect, which is beauty itself. Or when I say beauty, I'm not saying like, oh, it looks beautiful. What I mean is existential beauty, like things that you love. So love, the feeling of love is also part of that aspect of the universe, beauty. Harmony is also part of the aspect of beauty. And like the beautiful experiences. So it's really about beautiful experiences. Like, skydiving might be scary, but it's also beautiful. And so just like that, it's not like a piece of art, but it's an experience. So the fourth one I said, sixth one, seventh one, infinite potential and possibilities. That's beautiful in itself. And that's like the most. It's like all beauty, right? So it's like everything. And then when it manifests into physical reality, which is I don't want to say stagnant, but it's like it's dense. Like it becomes one thing. So infinite potential is like all things, number 7 aspect. And then like Saturn, like the 8th aspect is like one thing, right? So it's like before this bench became a bench, it could have been anything like that. That amount of like not subconscious. I mean consciousness, pure consciousness. The amount of pure consciousness that's part of the bench. It could have been anything, so it's because it has infinite potential. So it could have been anything, but it chose to be a bench. It's part of nature. We're part of nature too. So we're not separate from the all is nature. Like we're all nature. So we're part of nature. Humans came about, start making benches. And so nature created benches. Because we're part of nature too. Our minds and stuff, they're all are aspects of the universe. Okay, so I think on this clip or on this message, I would like to just tell people that next time associate the physical manifest Saturn with existential beauty or like the beauty of things. So basically what I'm saying is like look at a tree and see how beautiful it is. A bench, yourself, the fact that you have a body is beautiful. And also the other aspect I mentioned earlier, which is separation. So like the fact that we're separate, we can meet, we can know each other, we can have a relationship. Without Saturn, we could not have a relationship. So and we wouldn't have this exchange of knowledge to know ourselves. So like all knowledge is self-knowledge, because there's like if all is one, which it is, like all existence is one thing, because they're all like linked basically, right? So it's one thing, even this, it's like many, infinite is many altogether one thing. If for that infinite one for it to experience another and have a relationship, it must forget that it's all one. But in forgetting, we have all these beautiful bodies, and but knowledge is the path to regain knowing who we really are. Knowledge is knowledge of self. All, like, everything you could ever think of, I'll learn, even if it's like, we can go into what knowledge is. There's, knowledge is like, it's deep, it's infinite also, and it's a symbolism of truth. So, like, the more knowledge you learn, the more, like, truths you learn. So as Saturnian beings, if you want to call it, I don't use that word, but like, as these pieces of Saturn that we are, physical and separate from each other, we can be in this form and enjoy all the beauty of the world. I feel like standing up right now, but we can enjoy all the beauty in the world as separate beings and all that comes with it, and also have the pleasure of knowing our true self and truth. There's a, the knowledge of truth is pleasurable. People wouldn't, it always feels good to know more truth. And so even though we're in this separate duality reality, Saturn physical reality, through knowledge, we can learn of our true self, and once we learn that, we can experience that here while we're in the physical body, and that's why Saturdays is about sharing knowledge. So Saturday only exists, all the separation only exists because there's a way to connect back with our truth. We would not come so far from truth in, like, these separate bodies and small, lifespans and destinies, or whatever you want to call it. Like, all this finiteness would, it's like it would have been a bad experiment if there was no way to connect back. So knowledge is the way of knowing yourself, and that's why Saturday rules sharing knowledge. Thank you.